Hey, carnivore friends, how are you today? For me, it's day 199. Yes. So, I don't know. Today, I felt like it was like my lucky day, but nothing really specific happened. I just felt really good. People were friendly, and I had a conversation with the people I work with. It's a couple, they're around, I guess, 77, 78, around that age. And they're really nice, and that we always have a cup of tea before I start working with them. And at some point, they started asking me questions about what I was doing because I kind of mentioned, I didn't mention I was doing carnivore, but I said I was on a diet and it really worked for me. And they started, I don't know, for some reason, they were like asking me, and they started to talk about a documentary that was on TV, and it was about the processed foods in the industry. And I'm like, hey, if you want to talk about it, I'm your guy. I'm. This is what I've been studying the last 6 months. I mean, I started carnivore diet, and I've been watching YouTube videos every day, no exception. I usually also. I know I shouldn't be having my phone in bed, but you know how that goes. I put my phone next to my pillow, and I put on like something like Dr. Chaffee or Dr. Bright or Lierre Keith or Elizabeth Dr. Bosworth or Edward Goki. I don't know if I spell it right, but he is really amazing. He's this young guy from Illinois, I think, and he's really gotten into uh, the science behind the carnivore, and he does these debunk videos just like Bart K. And I just love listening to them, and then I fall asleep. But unconsciously I am picking up all the information, right? But so it was really nice, and when people start asking you questions, then I feel like they're open to the information. And so I said, I talked about the vegetable oils and the seed oils, and how it really helped me. I never mentioned the word carnivore. I just said I'm doing like an elimination diet, and I'm basically eating most meat and eggs and dairy. And I'm trying to introduce things back into my life. And I mentioned like I had pumpkin the other day and it made me really tired, and I had mushrooms the other day and it made me itchy. And she's like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. And then because the woman, she has a chronic pain, and it's just so sad. It really breaks my heart because she had that since she was like 34. So over 40 years she's in pain, and it's just so I don't know. I think there's something that she felt like I have to ask this person some questions, and maybe it can help me. I think unconsciously we know where to go. The universe guides us, let's say. Um, so we talked about that, and I asked her if she ate meat, and she said she watched a documentary about how pigs were treated, and that was a while ago. That's probably around that time when she started having the pains in her 30s, and she said she made a resolution to never eat meat again because she felt so sorry for them. And this is usually how it starts. There's this empathy, and I don't like the way animals are being treated in the industry. And it also really breaks my heart, but it's you know it shouldn't be a reason to not eat. It should be a reason to treat the animals better, in a better way, and still be able to eat meat because we really need that. And so it didn't surprise me that she was a vegetarian, and her husband isn't, and he eats steak every now and then. And he's really like healthy and thriving. There's nothing with him. There's nothing wrong with him. So anyway, but it just felt so good to be able to, not fanatically talk about it, but just they ask me questions and I tell them. So I was like, if you're ever going to do something, try to introduce like butter back in your life and eggs, and try not to cook with the seed oils and avoid those as much as possible. I mean, that would be like the first step towards health. Um, so yeah, so I feel really happy. This gives me like a motivation for myself as well to just go on. I am on high fat carnivore. Yesterday I made butter bites. I'm gonna have one right now because I don't really feel like eating, but I do like to have some energy, and that's the perfect thing. So, okay, I wish you a great day and have a great week. Bye bye.